thing you need to do is put the packet of yeast in the water.
Not right
Hold
now.
on, hold
Right
on.
now. Not right now. I'm getting the video. So I can open that for him. Dad, is the video on?
It is.
Is the video on?
It is.
Oh. Hi guys. Hi guys. Welcome back. We are going to make bread. Yeah, it's called. What's the bread called?
Sure are. This is just tasty white bread.
It's just tasty white bread. Wait, did the video start?
Yes. So, what are you putting in the water there, bud?
Yeast. Oh,
That's right. So we're using 1 packet. This is called active dry yeast into 2 cups of water. And so what you're going to do there, give it a little stir, mix it all up, is that is going to get the yeast nice and bubbly. It's going to get it start working because the yeast is what makes the bread fluff up and grow big so that it turns into bread and not just flour and water and salt and oil.
you also need flour for your base. Flour
So-
for your base?
The next thing you're going to want to do to make this bread is put all of the flour into our mixing bowl. So, hold on. Do you remember how many cups of flour are in here?
No.
You don't. 4.
4 cups of flour.
4 cups of flour. The next thing you're going to want to do is add another dry ingredient. What other dry ingredient do we have?
Salt.
Salt.
It smells like yeast.
Well, it's not. It's salt. So can you put the salt in there?
Yep. Yum.
Okay. And then with clean hands, can the two of you mix around with your hands just a little bit to get all the salt in there?
If you have like sleeves like this, you don't have to. Use fluffy. I think that's good, Clark.
So you want to just like use your fingers, not the palms of your hands, just your fingers like a whisk, and just stir around a little bit.
Okay, I think that's good.
Pat your hands to get them on out of there. Good. So we just, oh wait, so you just kind of want to go like that, in like a little circle, to make sure that the salt is all incorporated into the flour, so that's nice and mixed. And so now we just have to wait for our yeast and our water to get foamy. So we're gonna wait until that happens. It won't take you guys any long at all because we're gonna take a quick break, and when we get back, our yeast is gonna be nice and foamy. Cool?
How long?
It shouldn't take too long. It depends on the temperature of the water that you use. You want warm water, not hot water, so you don't want it like boiling. You want it somewhere around like 90 degrees, maybe like 110 degrees Fahrenheit, somewhere in between there.
So that it doesn't take too long.
Yeah, because if it's cold, it's not going to do anything. But if it's hot, it just wrecks it. It just burns. It's not good for business. So you just want it warm, not hot. So we'll be right back. We'll see you guys when our yeast water is nice and foamy and bubbling.
It's probably going to take like 5 minutes. Welcome back. Yeast is nice and foamy, and now we're going to pour it into the flour. But first you have to make a well. That's usual. No, it doesn't. That can be pretty big, and see, now you dump it. Now you dump it. Oh. So first I'm gonna mix it around. If you have like a big brother or a little brother, you can take turns mixing it around. Dump it in. Oh. I'm going first. No, I am. No, okay. It's me. Okay. Now my brother is going to mix it all up. Not all of it, just he's gonna get my hands. Just mix it up. Mix it up. Okay, we're gonna take turns. Like we get a little bit of turn each. Okay. Shake them. Ow, ow, yuck, yuck, yuck. 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 Now it's my turn. Now I'm gonna Hulk all over here. I'm turning to White Hulk. There's no such thing as White Hulk, silly. Yes, there is. Green Hulk is the only good Hulk.
Wow, you guys are doing some excellent mixing in there. Can I see what's going on in there?
Sure.
Wow.
It's really gross.
Good work. So can you get all that stuff off of your fingers?
I
Try and get as
can't.
much of it off of your fingers as you can.
Yeah.
Because that's all nice and mixed up in there.
Can somebody help me?
Good job.
Now
So
what
why
to
don't
do?
I come in here and just help you incorporate the rest
You might
of
want
the
to
flour
go mix your hand, wash your hands afterwards.
into there.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Just a minute.
Can I see your hands?
Sure. I'm not sure that you can get them off. And yes, the review does watching Tarzan. Yeah.
Oh, yesterday you guys were watching Tarzan?
Yeah, we watched the first one and the second one. The second one is a little creepier than the first one.
Okay, I think you guys are good to go and wash your hands now.
And then we're gonna
So
jump
hop
it
on down.
onto the table, onto the couch.
Good job. Hop on down. Good job. I'm gonna keep...
Hi guys, welcome back.
Do you want to take it off now?
Yeah.
Oh wait, can you take it off so that everybody can see what's in it?
Now you're supposed
Pull it off.
to take off the towel.
Whoa, look how big it is. Can you give it one little poke?
Give it one little poke, everybody.
Spongy.
Yeah, it's like the sponge.
All right, get your hands out of there. All right, Clark.
Stick to me.
So what is the next step? We let ours rest for an hour and a half.
And now you have to skip it all up.
Okay, can you show them what you mean?
Say.
Yeah, kind of like that. So you want to take it from the end and push it in. Ooh, are you doing it? Okay, let Coco do it one more turn.
Right there?
Right from the outside in. Yep, just like that one. One more like that. Good. And Winifred, can you finish it off for them, please? Good job. And then what comes next?
The towel, as soon as I get all of this off. On the towel
For another hour and a half?
for like an hour and a half, or 5 minutes or so. Something like that. It's okay.
So we'll see you in an hour and a half.
We'll see you in an hour and a half. We're going to be on a walk for an hour and a half, so. Hi. Hi guys, welcome back. What did you say to do next? Hey, stop! Stop it!
So our dough has come out of the fridge. It's been resting on the counter for about half an hour. Our oven is preheated to 450 degrees. Our Dutch oven has been in there this whole time, getting nice and hot. And so I am going to go and take that out, and the girls are going to get our dough ready to put in the Dutch oven so that we can finally bake it.
Okay. Now we have to get it out with our hands, okay, Rainy? Okay.
Gentle. No, stop. You gotta be gentle like that.
have to be gentle. Okay.
It has a nice shape,
So.
and we want it to keep its nice shape.
So we have to do.
You just need to put some. Rainy, stop.
Stop. Put some flour
Help
on
sister put some flour on it.
it. Just put some flour on it. So then you have to put a lot of flour.
No, not a lot.
Well, not a lot. Like you can leave. Oh, stop patting it. Okay, don't do too much. Here comes the hot. We're gonna do this part. Don't want the oil to be.
Way too much flour.
It's too much flour, Rainy. Flour? Yep, too much flour. Now it has to get wow. Oh, stop.
We put it carefully into our Dutch oven.
It's like boiling.
Cover it.
Hey, stop.
Put it in the oven
Stop doing everything
for
weird.
about 45 minutes.
Stop it. That is not the end of our video. We can talk about something as well. Wow! It is in the oven. It has to sit for 4 minutes.
So I'm
we
going
can
to set
talk
the timer for 40 minutes.
So
And then I'm going to check on it. What I want to do is bake it uncovered for about the last anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. That's going to help it get a nice good crust.
And we're gonna talk about some things sitting for 40 minutes. Maybe I can show you how to make the print that I'm trying to make.
Well, what I thought we could talk about is what is called proofing.
Proofing?
Yeah. So
Does that take place in my pranking?
no, it doesn't take place. I know. Today is April 1st.
April Fools.
Yeah, but we're not pranking anybody right now. We're just trying to do a video.
Yeah.
And so proofing is when the bread rises up. Remember you had the dough and you took the cover off and you said, "Wow, it's so much bigger now."
Mm-hmm.
So that is called That is called proofing. And so proofing
don't let your baby sister
is about letting it rise, letting it do the job that it needs to do to get bigger, to get more work into it, to get more mature. As the yeast gets more mature in there, it gets risen. And so it's all these good things that need to happen in order for the dough to get better before it can serve its purpose, before it can be baked and be turned into bread. And there is a part in the Bible where Jesus talks about proofing.
Rising him.
That's kind of funny, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And so, remember the story where Jesus feeds the fish and the bread to all the people?
Yeah.
Do you remember how many fish and bread he had?
2 loaves and 1 fish.
Something like that.
Wait, two fish and 1 loaf of bread.
We'll read that story together so that we can remember everything in the end. But, so, before he does that, the disciples, stop, sweetie. Before he does that, the disciples are very concerned that they're not going to have... Listen to me, please. The disciples are very concerned that they're not going to have enough food to feed everybody, which is kind of right. Rainy, can you stop, please? No, you don't.
Thank you. Go for.
Hey. You gotta be quiet if you want to be in the video. You stinker.
You have to be quiet.
And so, one of the disciples, Jesus asks a question to. He says, how are we going to feed all of these people? He says that to Philip.
Go now. And then Jesus is magic, and then he gets lots of bread. And lots of
Yeah, Jesus does a miracle.
I call it magic.
Yeah, okay. Well, we call them miracles, right? And so, yeah, Jesus did a miracle, and he knew he was going to do a miracle. The Bible says that he asked Philip, but he already knew what he was going to be doing. And so he asked to prove him. Some Bibles say to test him, but the word is actually better translated to the word proof.
What does translated mean?
Translated means going from one language to another. Like, you know how you learn French and English?
Yeah.
And you need to learn what the French words mean in English. And so the Bible wasn't written in English, right?
Right.
It was written in other languages, and so they had to translate it into English. And so sometimes there are different words for different words in other languages, different English words. And so this is one of those times where some people use the word proof and some people use the word test. But proof actually makes a little bit more sense here because he wanted Philip to grow in his faith in Jesus. He wanted Philip to understand.
Also, his best friend.
Who's best friend?
Jesus'.
Who's Jesus' best friend?
You don't remember?
Who's Jesus'
John.
best friend? Yeah. Boy. Well.
I know.
No, you're right. That's really good. But John's not in this part of the story. This is Jesus and Philip. So because Jesus wanted to grow Philip's faith, just like our bread grew and matured and got better, he wanted Philip's faith to grow and mature and get better. And so he wanted Philip to understand what Jesus was about to do was stinking impossible.
Because nobody else can do it.
Except Jesus, that's right.
Me and my brother like to pretend that we can make slime magic slime.
And so sometimes that happens with us too. Sometimes our faith needs to get proofed. It needs to grow and mature and get better so that it can serve its purpose.
Look at this. It's big.
Oh, nice hat. And so even right now, while we're stuck inside and we're wondering what's going to happen, what's going on, our faith in God and our faith in Jesus can be proofed, can grow and get better. It's a lovely hat.
I'm going to put back on your hat. Yeah, wet.
As we trust that God is going to help us through this. And a lot of people are seeing miracles too, which is pretty cool. And that's going to prove their faith as well. If that's going to grow their faith and mature their faith and get their faith better.
Can I have it?
Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, why are
So maybe we'll show everybody what our bread looks like when it's all done. And then we'll eat some. How's that sound?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna eat
We'll be
it
back.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Do you want our bread just came out of the oven. Do you want to see what it looks like? This is what our bread looks like. Wow. There's still flour on it. It's a little hot. I don't know how to lift it to get to the board. Well, I'm going to get some elements for us to lift it up. How are these hot? Yeah, hot. Alcohol. Do you want to give it a kiss? Alcohol. I'm not wearing the unicorn anymore. Give it a kiss. It's a donut. I do it. Okay. Now I can take off these really hot oven mitts. Picks are really hot. My sister's trying to cut it. They want to see what it looks like inside. Pardon?
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
We're gonna go eat our bread now. Bye.
Bye. Bye.